now.
Welcome back to CVTV. I'm Nyla.
And I'm Arvin.
We're your CVTV anchors. We have no birthdays to celebrate today.
Next, we have the question of the week. How many days are in one school year? Please turn all answers into the orange box in Mr. Tom's room. The winner will be picked tomorrow.
Next, we have Mr. Miller here to talk about tomorrow's field day.
Hello again, Crestview. I'm here to talk field day one more time because it's one day away. Today I want to talk about a relay that's called the plunger relay. Yes, it's called the plunger relay. You are going to use plungers and water balloons. Your team will stand in a circle trying to pass around a water balloon using only plungers, and you're going to see how many times you can get it around the circle in a certain amount of time. If the water balloon falls on the ground, you've got to start over. Plus, you might get a little wet. I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow, and you get to see what the rest of the stations look like as well. Thanks. Back to you, anchors.
Last night the Pacers came a little closer to tying the series with the Heat. Paul George had an incredible second half, scoring 31 of 37 points. The Pacers won 93-90. Next, it's back to Miami for Game 6.
Next, we have Eugene with today's weather.
This afternoon, storms will likely form along and push south of I-70. Highs will reach the low 80s today. Tonight we clear out and temps will be comfortable in the upper 90s and the low 60s. Have a great day, Crestview. Back to you, anchors.
Next, we have Miss Prince Williams. Welcome back to CVTV.
You. I wanted to talk a couple of minutes about two things. One is to have a safe summer. I'm sorry. It's been warm outside and I was outside for a while. But anyway, we want you to have a safe summer. One of the things that you could do to be safe is to make sure that your parents always know where you are. We want to make sure that you do the right things with the right people, but make sure that your parents know where you are. Another thing is water safety. So many children love playing in the water. I like being in the water too. But you have to make sure that you're safe. Don't get in the water if you can't swim. Well, don't get in deep water if you can't swim, but make sure an adult knows that you're in the water. And sometimes horse playing is okay, but when you're in water and you're with people who are not able to swim, horse playing can be very dangerous. So make sure that you're safe in the water. Make sure that you know the surroundings where you are. If it gets late at night and now it's 9 o'clock and it's still light outside, make sure that you know where you are, that your parents know where you are, and stay away from those places that may not be highly or very well lit, or that may be kind of skeptic. You know, don't be in a place where you're a little bit suspicious that something might happen. So stay in a safe place when you're outside. Another thing is when you're outside, and if you see something that's going on that you really know that you should not be a part of, stay away from it. Or if you see something that's happening, report it to an adult or to someone that you trust. But we want you to have a safe and a fun summer. We want you to also read some good books. Be able to come back and share with your teachers, share with your classmates some of the wonderful books that you read. The second thing that I wanted to tell you just a little bit about, because I know that someone behind me will talk a little bit more about this person, and this is Maya Angelou. She was a wonderful person, a great inspiration, not only to African American people, but to the whole country. She was even invited to the White House. But one of the things that we want you to remember about her is that one of her famous quotes had to do with your attitude. You can't change people, but you can change the way you feel, and you can change your surroundings. So think about it. Don't complain. change something. Be a rainbow in someone's day. Thank you. Back to you, anchors.
Next, we have Today in History. Today in 1942, the biggest selling record of all time was recorded. A Little House of Season, perhaps, but White Christmas, the Irving Berlin classic, was recorded by Bing Crosby for Decca Records. The record has sold over 70 million copies.
Yesterday, the world lost a true legend when Maya Angelou passed away at the age of 86. Miss Angelou was a woman who pushed for justice, education, and equality through her poetry and words. Her stories always won in the end. Today's thought comes from Maya Angelou, who said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel." Thank you for listening. I'm Nyla.
And I'm Marvin. Have a great Thursday.
Take care of yourself and stay responsible, respectful, and safe.